What is up? This is Patriot's Justice, and this is your boy Jon Know here with you today. Want to know why America is undergoing a bit of a cultural remodel right now? Want to know the true nature of the battle between America and the universities? Yeah, you do. Good. Because today, we're going to be talking about the universities and why they're responsible for the chaos and the decline of America that we are seeing before us right now. Here we go. So by now, we've seen the protests, riots. We've seen the destruction of the businesses, the tearing down of the statues, and the chaos in the streets. And we're still seeing it. We're hearing some new terms being thrown out into the social lexicon: systemic racism, reparations, etc. And these words come from the mouths of people who live in the richest country in the history of the world. These are people with Spotify accounts who binge superficial and empty shows on Netflix and who go out daily for their sissy boy soy chai and who complain about capitalism with a straight face. There are people who talk NYU or Berkeley when it comes time to getting indoctrinated. I mean, to go to college. They think of these schools with that future corner office or that bureaucratic, glad-handing job title already in mind. And they complain about privilege with a straight face. These are the same people who are trying to tell you how bad your country is, when they are at the same time enjoying its amenities and who are scheming how best to thrive in it for years to come. Where does all this come from? Where do these people learn such a stunning level of self-deception? Well, when they're not dyeing their hair blue or lighting stores on fire, they learn how to attack America and how to undermine her values from the same place that they earned their degree in snarky little twerp studies. The universities. Period. Full stop. You must understand the link between these cesspools of subversion and the chaos that we have all around the country right now. It's all related, and it's all by design. The bottom line is that the riots and the violence and the overall sense of chaos and fear throughout the country right now is caused by the anti-capitalist, anti-freedom, anti-individualism, anti-American, and anti-reality doctrine that is and always has been pushed by virtually every single one of the universities in this country and elsewhere across the world. The violence and the predictable weak response of the so-called government leaders shows just how toxic and broken they and the ideas that they believe in have become. Remember, these people are a product of these same schools and have been taught to accept these same ideas without question. But then comes the violence and death. On some level, maybe they do feel bad and they do want to do the job that they were elected to do. But then they remember that they were taught that the individual and their rights don't matter, and that the mob is superior, always. And then the fear. Oh, the fear. And then comes a kill shot. They think to themselves, what will everyone else think? And besides, they say to themselves, that's what insurance is for anyways, right? And so they do nothing. And the last part of them that was human is gone. A few days later, they cry about people fleeing their city. The fact that you stand a much better chance at being punished for not wearing a mask than you ever would be for rioting in the current year should really tell you all that you need to know about the direction that this country is heading towards. The subversion and destruction of America starts in the universities. This is its source. It is taught by the professors and carried out by the students. Business people and corporations and even the media, unaware that they are gladly taking part in their own destruction, are happily embracing these ideas because they think it'll be good for business. Poor little fools. The ideas that you hear coming now from the mouth of the pro athlete past their prime, the second-rate actor, or the little twerp in your own family come from these 40K a year commie campuses as well. This subversion and destruction of the country is the only thing taught in the universities today with any real conviction or organization. What I have just described is community spread of a virus. Here's an idea. Maybe there is something going around this country that spreads rapidly, causes great destruction and is being unleashed on the population intentionally for the benefit of a few at the expense of many. Yes, it's called Marxism. The tactics taught and used by these trained Marxists have been called misguided by some and crazy by most, but neither of these really fit what's really going on here. If you ask the little killers themselves why they're misbehaving and throwing a Trotsky tantrum and what they want, it will usually sound something like this. Something, something, something wealth inequality. Something, something social justice. Something, something, something systemic racism. Something, something down with a revolution. Something, something, hey, after we burn down Wendy's, let's go to McDonald's. I have my dad's debit card. Something, something. The truth is, they are not motivated by a desire to make this country a better place. They are motivated only by America's destruction, because that's what they've been taught to believe in by their schools, by American schools. It goes something like this. Trigger warning, sorry. Democratic socialism is really just a leftist euphemism for communism. It is an attack on capitalism, which is economic freedom, designed to destroy the American economy by making it immoral and socially unacceptable to be successful and productive by your own talents. It is meant to divide people among socioeconomic lines and to condition people to hate success and to push leftist conspiracy theories such as most rich people are crooks, or most rich people inherited their money, or that everyone should somehow have exactly the same amount of money, or else it's proof that the system is rigged against you. The truth is, they want everyone, except themselves of course, poor and mindless and dependent on the government for everything. The people that push these ideas in the name of wealth redistribution do a poor job of concealing their true motivation, which is resentment and hatred of you. They don't like people that make their own way through life and who don't need people like them or their bloated and corrupt and stupid government programs. But hey, they need your money and lots of it, and they want you to hand it over, no questions asked. Or they'll just take it from you, either way. Because they're the government, and they always know exactly what to do with your money and never waste a penny of it. Yeah. Structural racism is a leftist euphemism for racism. It is an attack on society at large, and it is designed to make it socially, politically, and economically acceptable for certain groups of people to discriminate against another very specific group of people. It is designed to divide people along racial lines and to get you to see yourself as a primitive member of a larger group and to stop viewing yourself as an individual. It is a particularly nasty strategy that Marxists and their appeasers use, but no bar is ever too low for them. These people want you to believe that no time in America has been worse for minorities. The truth is, no time in America has been better for minorities, provided that you act as an individual and do your best to be a good, responsible, and decent American, and that you block out all the noise and lies being told about this country because it doesn't owe you anything. I speak from personal experience. These are but only two of the main ways that the Marxists are attempting to destroy America and that are being taught in American universities to our young men and women. There are others, but no matter how they choose to destroy this country, whether it is economically, racially, or culturally, know this: the true target of all of their efforts is your mind. It is this that they want to destroy the most. By fake guilt, lies, intimidation, and fear, they want to degrade you down to the level of a mindless little robot with no way or desire to think or act for yourself. Because their ideas and plans for this country are so insane, they will need total and complete obedience to carry them out. They will be asking you to ignore what your eyes see and what your ears hear. They will be asking you to betray your mind. They will be asking you to willingly obliterate reality itself. But because America was founded as and still is the country of the individual, those of us who stand in their way still have a fighting chance to stop them. And this they can't stand. Start to think about the universities in this country in a new way. Because America is still too strong to be brought down by a foreign nation, it must be undermined and destroyed from within, slowly, year by year, by thousands of tiny little cuts, mixed in with several massive slashes, until it isn't America any longer. And this will continue unless something is done. The hour is late, but there is still time. Start to think of the universities and any school or organization that promotes an anti-American agenda as the factories of America's destruction, and act accordingly. I'm Jon Know, and this is Patriot's Justice. That's all for now. We'll talk again soon.